Oh boy. I'm finally here with another Vast to the Future video. Ah, gee. Vast Error, episode 3. Go into frickin' page 300, because heck you. Ugh. First, Vast Error. I should probably start, like, buying the albums, actually. Maybe. I don't know. Oh! No, oh yeah, never mind. I can't buy the albums. Okay. What about them individually? Kala. Okay then. Fair enough, but I'm gonna need this. Okay. Wait, I don't even think you can buy the tracks individually. Yeah. But anyway, it's time for us to return to our scheduled viewing. I just realized I didn't do a mic test. May want to turn that up slightly. But, can I? It's too late. There we go. Works for me. Just in case there are any flashes. Cause I feel like we're near the end of Act 1. Actually, can I... Faster... Cafe... Adventure map. I don't think we're going to reach the end of Act 1 today then. And, hell on, it took me 2.5 minutes to start this for real, and it's finally time. Ha 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 ha, no it's not. Shh. There's no free trial expiring. Don't lie to me. Okay. Wait, scented wall... What is this? Freaking scented wallpapers. Ooh, this is pretty nice. This is... Come on, load. Ah. Ooh. I prefer the umbrella background for right now. But cool. Alright, then. Play. Loud. This should be the last thing I have to do before I can really start reading. Perfect. And it's finally time for us to learn the blue guy's true identity. Allow me to put myself back into context. Enter name. Dog. I want to pet the little doggy. Look at it. I shall pet it with my mouse. There you go. Good dog. I'm going to frickin' pet your tail. Why am I petting a fixed... Oh god, wait. Oh no. Your name is Lalondw Furrow. You were born with a very rare and severe lung condition. While in the artificial development process, your lungs ended up becoming a few sizes too small. Which, No, wait. How do I... Heck. Which makes it very hard for you to speak, run, or commit to any sort of physical activity due to the overall lack of breath you have. Oh no. Heck. This doesn't stop you from doing so regardless, however. You spend a majority of your time hunting big game with your trusty mutt, and you are quite the sharpshooter, except for when you aren't. You've had a number of horrible accidents when it comes to your rifle, one of which actually ended up changing your life for the better somehow. For the better? Suspicious. You have an affinity towards preferring taxidermy on the animals you take home, which you then turn into varying statues, trophies, knickknacks, and other items which you sell online. You aren't exactly sure why anybody is interested in buying what you create, as it's really only for fun, but you aren't going to say no. This isn't even mentioning your awful habit of running out of glue either. You're pretty avidly into knot tying, but are notably pretty bad at it, and just end up connecting a majority of the tangles you create into a large pile. You also enjoy playing games with your friends, though you're more into the old age games than any of the ones from recent weeks, most of which quite literally warp reality as a whole. Oh no. Though you did rank at the top of the leaderboards in a game of this nature with an old friend, the aging Anthropor municipality is a big guilty pleasure of yours that you continuously enjoy to this day. Despite how the messages that try to hammer into your head don't work when it's a polygonal mess of multicolored lucite lookalikes glitching around, that's why you love it so much. Oh gee. Your troll tag is Windless Artificer, and you speak in a way that lets you breathe when needed. What will you do? Is this the guy I gave the Dave-esque voice to? Like, I didn't give anyone my Dave-esque voice. What is this? Is this actually called Vast Error? Oh, heck, it is. Ooh. But, if you haven't seen my Dave voice work in action, I give Dave a really low-pitched voice, like Sans. Like that. I don't know why I'm talking about Homestuck when this is clearly not Homestuck. It's Vast Error, its own unique thing. I mean, it kind of is. But yeah. Not quite unique, but Livan, retrieve green sun. Oh no, 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 no. It's not on you. You must have not been able to take it back from the static. Oh, never mind. It was just on your desk instead. I put it there for safekeeping, by the way. Just in case something implausibly dumb could happen to it, like your Lucis eating it and cracking the shell of the pendant, then leading to the span of your universe being consumed in bellowing green flame. It might not be professional of me to interject this at all, but I need to get that joke out of my system somehow. You're welcome. What's the joke? I don't get the joke. Thanks. Oh, new person? It's now a little more okay to hold on to this. You think you might end up doing what you originally planned and keep it around your neck. Before you can do so, however, you notice that you have an unchecked message from a special someone. Livan, examine computer. It's one, that's incredibly adorable, and two, it still reminds me of that one girl from Hackbent. I really do need to read Hackbent, but is it still ongoing? A feral. Oh. Oh, wait. Hmm. So I guess this is over too? Huh. I should read it sometime. Maybe on my own time. After shortly pitiful musing at a loving memory, you open up your Scorp client, avoiding the idea of playing another gag. Oh yeah, I just remembered why I actually opened that in the first place. Because this person, they seriously remind me of this person. I'm pretty sure I already pointed that out in the previous part, but seriously. I think they're even the same blood color. Avoiding the idea of playing another gag-filled round of Anthropore Municipality. Oh, that's the Toontown thing, isn't it? As hard as you can. But you can avoiding the idea of playing another gag-filled round of Anthropore Municipality as hard as you can. But you endlessly stick a jump in the barren. But you can endlessly stick a jump in a barren gray void with furniture. It's hard to dismiss, but King Murray Dino Gadget is a little busy right now. What? Oh wait, that's the frickin' guy. Whatever it is. Heck. Whatever their name is. Are these people the same blood color? No, I think those are different colors. I don't know. But then, one of these has to be a mutant. Is one of them a lime blood? Your Scorp theme is Buster Blues, and it is the exact same thing as the systematic stock theme. Only it's blue and makes starting and ending conversations notifications blue. Ah, gee. Quite possibly the best theme that there is, in your humble opinion. Livan and your special someone. Pliable Decadence began trolling Windless Artificer. Wait, is that Comic Sans? That's Comic Sans, isn't it? Okay, voice time. Thinking. Hi! Hey, Livan! That's me. I know, but hey, listen. No, you listen. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't actually have anything to say. I just wanted to keep up with the listen gag. Aw, what do you need to tell me? Aw, this is adorable. They work so well together, and I know nothing about either of them, really. Well, I got UK's memo about this big game thing that we are all supposed to do as a group. I don't really get it. I mean, I'm a big fan of Wacky Plants, and golly does this guy ever know how to get wacky with them, but this one is too complex for me to wrap my simple cranial thinker around. And that's saying something, because I can understand him some of the time, but I know you and him get a little more buddy-buddy than me and him, so do you have any information you can bestow upon me that's actually readable? Did he give you information too? Yeah, I talked to him a little. Heck, pretty sure he at least shot the memo in everyone's direction. Well, except her for whatever reason. But as far as an in-depth why and what exactly we need to do, I'm not exactly sure still myself. Just to know it's been something he's chipped away at, which I know you already know, and it's at least kind of important, I guess. Why? I dunno. So, you're telling me that we are blindly following the instructions of a greasy fishman without 1. Any plan whatsoever, and 2. Complete and total agreement from the riffraff? I mean, yeah. Oh my god, cover me about 322 shades of skeptical. Specific number. I like her. Probably because, well, same resemblance. I keep pulling this up, you know, to give me. I forgot the name of the fan adventure. Hackbent. What is color colonies? Ooh, this looks nice. Oh, I have to give that a favorite. I'll come back to it later. But them for the last frickin' time. Why don't I might as well just open this in a new tab and just intense zooming. There. Just in case. Can probably maybe I'll go ahead and get you on here. Anyway. Though, you're at least curious about it, right? Sounds pretty interesting if nothing else. This is not your usual type of game receiving methods. I mean, yeah. Are you just saying that to mock me, or do you actually mean it? A bit of both, duh. That works. I seriously don't believe we haven't had anybody speak up otherwise, saying, no, I don't want to do this, that sounds dumb, or that did happen, they certainly haven't tried very hard to get their point across. As far as I know, this is all just kind of happening. And tonight is always the night things decide to happen. I'm tired of things happening on tonight specifically. We need a new thing happening tonight. I'm making the motion for it right now, and apparently since everyone just doesn't care, I'm assuming they'll vote for it. I'm all for that. I'd be cool with things happening, moving to a different time, at least shake it up a little. Sadly, I don't think we can change the universe's affinity for that pattern. I go through a constant cycle of like, nothing happening ever, and then suddenly, approximately about 10 things decide to happen tonight for reasons unknown to us immortals. Other nights still too sometimes, but mostly this one. Some good came out of it, though. Woof. Are you making a reference to what I think you're making a reference to? There are a lot of things that have occurred tonight, so I just want to make completely super duper sure that's the topic we are on here. I totally am. The good part of it, not the bad part. Oh, so the part where you shot me in the leg, permanently leaving a gift forever? What? What? Okay. What the heck? What happened? I'm scared and confused. Yeah, that's the bad part. That's the part I didn't want you to talk about. Stop talking about it. But it's important to our history. How many people find their true sense of red romance in only one night? I've said it before and I'll say it again. That bullet was magic. No, the bullet was just a bullet. Trust me, I checked. Everything after the bullet was the magic. We are everything wrong with feelings. Did you know that? This relationship is adorable. I do. I question myself constantly. Same, me too, dude. Usually after I do that, though, I send you a little heart emote and I feel better. Yeah. Thanks. Say you love me and happy anniversary, you maggot weasel! I won't be able to leave and be worried about this whole game situation and amicably if you don't at the very least do that much for me. We've already started getting cheesy with it, so we need to seal the deal. How do I... Amicably. Amicably. Alright. Amicably. There. I never did anything wrong. Okay. Okay, I love you. Happy anniversary. Glad I'm stuck with you. The feeling is mutual. Now, I'm going to go ahead and search for more information regarding what in the hell all of this even is. Then I'll probably forget I'm doing that and just remain optimistically anxious. Something tells me following the chief executive of semi-fake chess obsessions is not going to end up being comprised of by me. Meh. But promise me something. Yeah? Keep an eye out for apocalypse news, alright? It isn't around here, but I don't put anything past his wiles. Really, if you wanted to enlist us in this horrific accordion-packing polka party murder circus, we would already be there. Whatever, I just can't believe it's still gaining traction. To think I was the biggest fan and follower of a long-haired cultist goon who has now since gone on a rampage complete with a militia and other worldly demons just for the sake of his own sadistic amusement? Guess something like this really means the world is going to be ending soon, huh? Guess we'll find out. Guess we will. Don't smile after something so ominous. It's scary. Bye, Lalondw. Heart. Lalondw, examine drawing on desk. That was adorable, and I want more interactions between the two. Please? Please? Beg. I will beg harder. Woof. It's a sketch of one of your two original characters. This one's name is Figment. He is a nightmarish construct of your other character, Abel. He's kind of like an imaginary friend, only he really doesn't act like much of a friend at all. You got the idea after you arrived on CrossFit. In a way, the two act somewhat similar to one another. Lalondw, pet lucid. Oh my god, this is adorable. I'm gonna open that in the background. Not for the thumbnail, but just to look at it later. This is adorable. You give Mutt a light ruffle of his head fuzz. He's incredibly receptive to the gesture. He isn't very bright, but he has a lot of heart. A good boy if you've seen one. So cute. Lalondw, examine shelf. You walk towards your nearby shelf and take a moment to look at the contents because you neglected to do so earlier on in the heat of your game. You came in here initially to go on a hunt before you decide to lay down. Your workroom isn't very good for napping, not like the dog bed. Oh gee. On your shelf is 482 pieces of printer paper. Oh, okay, that's reasonable. That is not... I don't think that's 482 though. Is it? Oh no. One pencil case with approximately five pencils, and one needed eraser. One extra sewing kit. One militant horde brand army knife. One line of rope adorned with unloosenable knots, and one empty glue bottle. You need to get a better organizing system. Damn, you were hoping there would be at least a drop left. The one on the shelf next to it doesn't have any either, and you can't use the glue attaching your loose toys together because it's already dried. What a letdown that you were actually kind of absolutely expecting. I really need to read a Hexane tomorrow, though. I've been putting it off since I made this channel. Oh, gee. Next. Doug, you guess you're going to have to start getting into the crevices of your workroom to find some extra. You really, really need it. Good dog! Best friend! What a good dog! Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You are. Yes, you are. Next. Ooh, no. What the heck? Oh, Demiurge quantified began trolling windless artificial. Sure. Please, I'm sorry for bothering, but I don't know what's happening. I've lost who I am. I need someone to help me. Please, just help me, please. Oh God, it hurts. Demiurge quantifies. He's trolling windless artificer. Oh no. Next. Oh no! You can't rely on help, no matter how much you ask. You know you can't save them like you were supposed to. Already you regret sending out those messages to Lalondw on your teletablet, but you don't know what else there is for you to do when you feel as if your entire purpose for living has changed within an instant. Albion check ring. Your body chemistry is off the charts, and as such you were forcefully evicted from the cell as soon as your guardian gave you the news. Oh no. At this point, you don't know what you're feeling other than the fact that it's tearing you apart on the inside, and you're not sure if you want to know. Oh no, Albion, receive message. No, you can't bring her into this, no matter how much she wants to be involved. She can't be a part of this. Albion, read. Oh no. Sanguine allegory began trolling Demiurge quantified. Who is this? You, right? It seemed like you'd have an old-timey type of voice, huh? I don't know how to do that. Albion, are you there at all? I know tonight is a pretty big deal and you're probably busy, but I thought I would at least hear something from you. I am not over the entire course of the night so far. It really worries me, especially considering what you told me about not being yourself anymore after tonight. I also received a message from Murd about some sort of game. He is not very helpful and I do not really know how to speak with him regardless, or most of the others, but it seems that I have to join. Supposedly, from what he said, you do too? I am not going to argue it. I am really just so lost as to what is going on tonight in general, but if you could please just tell me something before you go, it would make me feel much better about all of this. I miss you. Oh no, oh god. Please excuse me as I snuggle my cat viciously. Oreo, come here. Come here, kitty. Good kitty. Come here. Good kitty. It's okay, Oreo. I have obtained my cat. Alright, give me a second. Come on, Oreo. You're a good kitty. Good Oreo. Alright, next page. Oh god, it's continuing. Oh no. You lied to me! You have left everyone in this world to die! Why have you forsaken me? Why have you forsaken us? I want an answer! We have already given you the answer, our child. Oh gee. Those weren't answers. What you gave me was a bunch of words strewn together in order to set apart your fault from the truth. I want to know why I am here. I want to know why I exist. What we had said in our semi-final meeting was what you call a truce. We told you that your purpose was to leave this doomed planet rather than save it. We told you that it was due to a divine intervention. Wait. Ooh, music? Piano music? No. Explore. Heck no. Divine intervention. Shut. That didn't happen. This! Wait, what? No, this isn't. Okay, I was wrong. What is this? I'm suddenly very confused. Alright, where was I? We told you that it was due to a divine intervention, and there is one. One which we have been preparing for since we became engraved within your being. You were never the first star child to hold this position. You were only meant to be the last. There was one before you, one who controlled the line in her favor despite being turned away by the one who is to grant her wish. We are bound to her in the same way we are now bound to you. We made a promise that we must keep. We need to tell you a fox tale of this world so that we could follow through and allow your preservation on the outside. And what is this promise you made to this god? To bring you back here. Okay, Oreo. Good kitty. And to let her take control through your hidden passions. I don't trust this. Who? Oh no. Demir's quantified began controlling gigantic debilitation. Okay, I know I brought you here, Oreo, but you're making it hard to really actually do this. Lay down. There you go. Has it begun? Which it are you talking about here? There are a lot of it's going on for me right now, so you're going to have to be a little more specific. The meteors. Do they now skate across the densely packed evening sky chasms, painting over its canvas with their eagerly weaving flares? Yeah, I saw that. Wouldn't describe it as anything so highfalutin myself, though. It's just another addition to the ever-growing pile of shit I have to deal with. At the top of the pile is trying to avoid a second skirmish with my losers today. I've tucked away near the waterfall to throw off his trail. There's no winning here. The most I can do is hold him off, or this, hoping he wanders far enough away for me to just sneak past him. But at this point, that's not looking very likely either. Not with Motormouth watching my every move and trying to tell me his most potent facts that gives my cranial matter lactate rot. Luckily, I got him under my control using a classic shut-up technique. But I guess this meteor garbage means I don't really have too long to wait around. I'm probably dead here either way, considering Armageddon is apparently barreling down on us from the sky. Death is inevitable. There is no certainty other than that it will one day happen to us all. However, unlike most others, our concerns need not lie in the immediate future. We have been chosen. We perpetuate the meaning of life itself, and as such are special, more than anyone else on this planet, in any place or at any time. Our lives are what matter, conceited as that sounds. That is why these events have been set into motion. It is all for a singular unified purpose down to even the most minute of details. Details which I am about to entrust with you, and only you. Do not follow credence of the man who spins words like yarn, Marsiv. I don't know who that is. And what does any of that have to do with my current situation? Even if I am special, or whatever that means. How does that help me not die? Not die, Vin? If... Oh, how does that help me not die via inconvenient meteor shower or even more inconvenient angry Lucis? Honestly, it sounds like you're just feeding me meaningless platitudes to distract me from my imminent doom. I don't care if I'm important, I just want to survive. The path to salvation will reveal itself to you when it must. My role is not to shepherd you along it, but to provide counsel in seeking it yourself. This includes soothing your fears so you might embrace full clarity of mind and body. I have learned the only effective way of accomplishing that is by allowing you the information you need to understand the true reality of your circumstance as well as your being. Because without my guidance, you will remain ignorant. This is something I wish to offer, but wishes don't solve problems, and wanting them only makes the dilemma more prevalent. This is something they do not understand. Actually, I think I understand my circumstances pretty well without your guidance, unlike what you believe me now. I am between a rock and a hard place, and all you seem to want to do is waste what little time I have making absolutely no sense at all, as this day has been bred to do. You know, I'm not sure I like this, whatever all is going on here with you right now, and I don't like this new quirkless tone either. I mean, I guess I should maybe try to understand while I still can. I don't have any better answers. I don't have any other answers available to me. But if you aren't going to help me figure out how to deal with the meteors or whatever, would you at least explain who this guy or guys I'm supposed to be watching out for is? If I can avoid having to deal with another vapid chatterbox, that would be great. He is the one who oversees life in the place of actuality. One who speaks in broken tones, who is preparing the use of our worth in a game where none of us have any choice in our inclusion, even those in the background being effective in paving the way to the place where you are bound to go. You will know his mark personally when finding blackened text and scattered sound, and you will know of the lime-blooded vessel to his heart. Stop her. Save yourself. That's it? Not even a name or anything? And what's this about a lifeblood? Are you talking about EO? Oh, heck, there is a lifeblood. Are you talking about EO? Did she do something? Is she the cause of this? Hey, Albion, are you there? Who do you mean? What the hell is going on? How am I supposed to save anyone if I don't know what I'm saving them from besides a rock that I can't slow down? Or if I can't even save myself? I have finished entrusting you with my thoughts and feelings. Spread them. Spark the crusade you are meant to in another life. You will know the reasons why soon enough. It has already been ensured by this conversation alone. You won't be this way long, just as I want. This only need to be long enough to preserve a small hope in my spawn. Oh boy. What are you talking about? Albion? Come on! Ugh, fuck all of this and fuck my life. B. Murray? Oh god. After reminding yourself of what's important, you have once again successfully managed to evade death and make it to your hentai dungeon. This is where it happens. It's a good thing you made it out of there with no real relative injuries, or at least not any that are worse than what happened when you and Scabbard were stuck together back in the good old days. What the fuck? Are you okay? Merit, examine wall. Oh, oh no! Oh no! No! This wall was never desecrated, still standing after all the history centered around it. So you basically desecrated it with porn? Really? What the frick is this? Oh god, that's like a mouse pad thing, isn't it? Why? It was a rather fortunate outcome that the trolls who constructed this temple, and now part-time hentai dungeon, as a place of worship were nice enough to leave this section intact. Unlike much of the rest of the temple, which he had to recover and reconstruct bit by bit. So he took note of this particular side first thing, and after that was completed, then you trashed it. Responsibility is a powerful thing in your hands. You also take note of your important pair of emergency shades, which are down here just in case you happen to be rushing haphazardly into an abandoned cathedral under the orders of some old words on the wall, and a skeleton to await the release of a dubiously explained cataclysmic phenomenon. A time just like now, in fact. Oh god. You put the shades on and snicker a little about how dumb this all sounds on paper, or in this case, walls. Merit, examine next wall. Well, that's something better at least. Is that the Google Chrome symbol? No, it's not. These symbols are far from your species' general understanding, not only because they create a language barrier the likes of which you had never encountered, but also because they are read from right to left. Oh my god. Oh no. This is basically rural. Sure, pronounce. Rural. Rural. I can't pronounce it. Rural. Rural. Sounds good enough to me, but also terrible. Is this like rural Japan? That's what I was trying to say. You came to find out that these symbols translate to exist, static, cycle, entropy, and rebirth, respectively. Each symbol has a set of numbers underneath. The top symbol works different from the others. You realize every green symbol scattered across the temple can be forged from this particular mode. However, this set here is representative of something important in relation to all other symbol sets. This set represents the meteors and their purpose in the end of your planet. Though you know that much, you don't necessarily know if these symbols are simply prophecy or hold up a slightly more effective level of importance in their setup. Even when you're supposed to know everything, you still can't just know everything. But what you do know thus far after figuring out the meaning of each of these ancient texts and codes is that the majority of these marks were used in the worshipping process relating to 12 shared aspects that make up existence and a specific release process centering around them. Which leads you to this flower. This is a suburb construct temple? Oh boy! Things just got interesting! It's been here since the beginning of time, so the legends say. Everything here was built around this singular carnation. It was only meant to have 2 releases, and on these walls there are various interpretations of how it works, but the message remains the same. One release sows the essence of life into the world, planting the seeds of fertility and consciousness into the earth that you now stand on. The other is to end everything the first release stood for. And you're here to watch it all go down. But you have a few minutes until then. Merit, kick pod. Hurry up! Merit, hit pod. Nah, you don't actually want to destroy this thing. Besides, there have been lots of people who have tried to break it open, including you. If it was possible, one of them would have figured it out a long time ago. You just wanted to make a point that you're tired of waiting and did something silly to waste time. Besides, you left your golden spiked knuckles back in your main block. You aren't just going to punch through rock with your bare fists like an idiot, even if you do enjoy acting like one. Merit, receive message. Oh no. You're pretty sure Blue Dog finally got his ass up, unlike one of your other friends. You can't really tell if it's actually him, but you're basing this off the random pings you heard from somewhere in the temple. You have too many computers, televisions, smart televisions, and television computers to know where it came from exactly. You would answer him immediately, but you neglected to bring one of those many devices with you. There's a solution to this, though. Merit, open surveillance modus. Oh boy. You open your surveillance modus. It begins displaying itself as a set of capture cards oriented in a way that is not unlike the arrangement of your TVs. If a card is empty, it displays static. Whenever you capture an item, one of these cards acts as a screen through which you can view the item in real time. This item is not moved into your inventory, but instead remains exactly where you left it. When you wish to retrieve the item, it is transported from its monitored location to your location instantly. Huh. This is really cool, actually. Ooh. You're able to freely retrieve and monitor whatever you like, but if the item is moved from its surveillance location, the signal is lost and you can no longer retrieve the item unless you capture it again. You don't really mind too much, as you are currently monitoring only one item. The cons of dealing with your shitty modus and the consequences it brings far outweigh the pros of using it for anything other than special circumstances. Okay, yeah, I can see why. Ooh. Jack? I can't wait until Jack appears in this and Hexane. I need to find some other thing to read in real time too. Merit, examine used card. The card that you are monitoring is your only available backup computer, your Don Kamatakop. Currently, it is lying atop a pile of various body pillows that represent your friends. These are in a nearby secret hideaway block that would require a lot of effort and poise to reach without serious injury. You have a feeling that that's wherever the pinkster is. You stole it sweeps ago from some goon hiding away in a rink-a-dink submarine after a game of dung. You had every intent on giving it back after you changed your ways, but then you remember that you murdered the poor guy, or really, your partner in crime murdered him in your stead. Oh, I forgot! I forgot that he was like in cahoots with Jack for a while. The Don Kamatakop is transported to you upon choosing its card. Let's see if you can remember how to properly manage talking to another troll on this thing. Merit, enter Lalondw. Windless Artificer, begin trolling Unclaps Kahuna. Hey, I'm up and about. Figures it's getting pretty close now. The good news is I did run into White Noise just before I woke up, which we both expected. He gave me a pretty important piece to all this, nothing I can deal with right this minute, but I got it. I'm assuming we should talk about it later given the time. We should talk about who in the fuck is White Noise. Well, you know, the knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone man. Fucking yeah, I knew who you was talking about. Just wanted you to say in a better manner. And you delivered as always. That's also adorable. Okay, you know what? Going down to 1 volume is too much. Nice. The bad news is, though, that I have searched everywhere and I still can't find a bit of glue. I think I'm going to give up also due to the time. Thoughts and prayers added to you. Me, I did something just as incredulous as well. Incredible. Something just as incredulous as well as incredible. Made it deep into the hole. Got some minor injuries here and there and everywhere, but it ain't nothing I can just shake off. A little lighthead ain't no heavy deal. Heavy deals be along the line that I have long since crossed. Now I'm just sitting here waiting for the payoff to come. About how long do we have now? Given how consistent it is, I'm gonna say that it's actually on time with a little less than 4 minutes. Any guess as to what exactly is gonna pop out this lily pad here? I'm guessing that whatever it is, the first thing it's gonna do is that it's gonna knock me flat onto my hat ass, and I'm just gonna stare back at the blinding end and be like, whoa. No idea. What does this prophecy look like in any sort of physical form? I mean, we only know that this is where the game happens. Might just be as easy as some file we need to spread around. Personally, okay, I'm going down to 1 volume. Frickin' hex. Personally, I'm holding out on it being a big explosion of some sort, but if our luck has anything to do with it, then I'll just be some filthy McRotten ass dude telling us we just got punked. Cue the confetti and studio audience belly aching their canned laughter for effect and I walk into the murky legion of waterlogged doom to kill myself. I don't think that kill you exactly, at least not very fast, especially in your case. Would mess you up good, though. Sounds like the perfect way to get the melancholy in your lifeblood afloat. Guess it's good that ain't what I'm about. Are you saying you never get sad? Nah, son, I ain't saying I don't bust it with feelings. I'm saying I don't get as bad as the rest of you sad sacks, though. I mean, sure, this is a sad place and a sad time, with sad boys and sad girls and a sad looming environmental hell creeping up, making the struggle extra worse. But like if I don't keep afloat with us here, then who will? I mean, I'm usually pretty alright, but you're not me. Gotta keep personality differences stark and erected, or else we all just run together. So I'll keep being the rubber and you be the glue. True. I guess in a roundabout sense, you actually worked up the metaphorical insult. Oh, actually, speaking of, do you have any idea what's going on with Albion right now? She sent me a few frantic messages earlier. I don't talk to her very often, but she didn't seem like she was doing so great. Tried checking on her, but now I'm not hearing anything back, so I don't got no motherfucking know how to sparkles deal here, man. Only people I got talking to outside of the general memo is you Juggle Mounds and Scarwreck. And Bottom Tooth if you want to even call that a combo. Which I tried my damn darnest to try and not work. I'm gonna make the wild guess that she's fine, and even if she ain't, we gotta worry about Stardom before we can get onto the collateral. You ask me, I'm damn sure nothing too awful could even happen to us right now. By virtue, we get to be momentarily invincible as key turners to the ignition of boldly going. Really, I'm just bunker graded on this whole, I don't know what's happening phrase that keeps getting slung around like cheapo matter in a fodder bond. Me and you are most important to the setup of outing and even we don't get full detail privilege. Like, damn, I don't got a whole scrapbook of the pics I'm showing off, but I'm still doing it because it's gotta be done. Just wish sometimes there was a flow to go along with. That would make all the ambiguity a bit easier to handle, but it isn't our call. We have to be the flow for them, because really, I can see why all this sounds a bit overwhelmingly stupid, or at least just overwhelming. But there's not much we can do, or that I can do. Not until after ArcJet gets in anyways. Which leaves us with a question of, once the whole flower deal is gone in a minute, what do you think we're gonna be doing? I don't think we get to do anything after the blooming, really. We just sit back and twiddle out our stick phalanges. Well, I know that Restlet is gonna be steaming up a message as soon as this is said and done. Told her the big news in the type, and she just wasn't having it. So I guess she's just gonna have to learn the hard way about how this all goes down. Us too. Finally, some learning of crafts instead of pitching tears on it. So while she's flipping out and Soda Jerk is pulling out, how's about me and you get back on with some adherence to furry politics? I think I is to be owing you one. For sure, because you do owe me one. Woof. Hop on and I'll be meeting you there shortly after I dump the steering yell letters from my flappers. With us being so fucking important, I think we should get a chance to play the real games here. Now, I'm settling in for fake. It's here. Ooh! What is it? Oh! Oh my! Whoa. Oh no. Pernicious overkill began trolling Unclaps Kahuna. What in the pantomiming fuck did you just do to my stag top? Didn't do nothing. Like a scathing fire pass, you didn't. You're the only one who could conceivably have the explanation to a ziplining flare bursting through my wall and embedding itself into my hard drive. You told me about a game, and now I have one permanently stuck to my screen. There is no mistake. There's no minimize, no exit, no power turn off function that works. Can't even access another application. All I have is a screen, a bunch of buttons and figures I don't even come close to understanding, and a scorp icon. I bet it wouldn't even scrape if I dragged it across my now beaten in block columns. You put up this goddamn stage. You didn't explain the participancy of my role. You just really don't listen, huh? This is a game, you told me. You told everyone the general gist, but now I want results. Why in the fuck did you think I was tugging your tube earlier, Jungle Mounds? I told you exactly what your role was, and you went and denied true facts and knowledge as per usual. You need to talk to my guy, Sad Boy, and you need to work him into the new age. What does that mean? What facts was I given then? Ones I know, like shit I wasn't knowing. That was how the game got peddled. Dry Bones has got a touch, it looks like. Props to him for being on the quick and easy. I am going to slash your eyes to form your split dividers. Truth be told, I don't know what a lot of this means, even though I prattle on about its importance. But, you know, a great dude once said, you don't listen, you die. There's a pure and simple fact from Macho Man number 248 or whatever. I'm real tired of the hand-me-down and answers to hands who don't chop my bit. I got my own score to settle with a bang brother. So, you want my spin? Oh, jeez. Figure it out. Taz, inspect game mechanics. You're too busy noticing that your screen has flickered and immediately you are given a projection of... God, that is him. Turkin really wasn't kidding around. You would recognize him anywhere. The fact he doesn't look the same with Sanding, you've seen enough of him that he couldn't hide himself even if he tried. He really let himself go, though. You think you're going to tell him in the nicest way possible. Taz, greet ArcJet in the nicest way. Pernicious Overkill began trolling animated humorous. You, animated humorist, really doesn't appreciate you violating the sanctity of his private white box domicile. Anything you can say to him, you can easily hold in your memory, Sue, until you regret thinking about it at all. Trust me, I know from existence. Fucking really? You still using some boss's auto-response message to try and ward me off? Not going to work, shitwit! If I'm being forced to talk to you, then you're not going to escape speaking back to me. You're not going to just keep your ass planted on the floor and ignore me for however long you want. I have let you slip through the cracks on that for sweeps. No more. I have personally busted myself to get you where you could even conceive this pathetic, lifeless state of existence you squander onto the ground. And if I have to rip each individual limb right off your deteriorating, lanky torso, I can and will do so. I will make your ragamuffin ass squirm all over this homely hell's half-acre, you vermin pellet. So you better get the fuck up and help me figure out what to do with all this, or else I will drown you in your own corn syrup tint and string your entrails around my waist before otherworldly phenomenon can take my place with holding up your garish ovular cranium and feasting your musk drain. Do you fucking hear me? Wake up! And moments later, he does. I'm gonna take a short break to get something to drink. Oh gee, I'm only halfway through and I've already been recording for an hour. Alright then. And I'm alive. Particle. Where's particle in this? Ooh, near the end, alright. Next. It's the only way, huh? We have filled in all prior knowledge gaps we need at this point, and are now in current time. Sorry if the wait was a little longer than expected. No important detail can be spared. You see, this is the difference between White Noise and Andrew Hussey. Andrew Hussey, sped through Acts 5, Act 1, kinda. Still showing off all the important stuff, but, speaking through some other stuff that could be pretty important. If actually shown. But yeah, the whole frickin' Black King fight. Oh well. What is on the rest of these balls of paper? You have no idea what this means. And you have no idea what the fuck is that. Game start. Shh, my common sense is tingling. Ferret, save him. Oh my god. Oh, poor Arcjack, the poor baby. You're already not too fond of this situation. This person is driving their point hard, right into your skull. Arcjack, inspect game mechanics. Whatever this is, it has something to do with that paper. The symbolism quite literally seems to smack you into knowing so. Not only that, but this very much looks like every other single game UI you've recently seen meshed into one contained package. Your symbol is placed in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, so apparently you have something to do with this specifically, but you aren't sure how. You haven't clicked any other shady links as of recent, unless one of the virus proprietors really wants you to invest time into a 6-week-long passion project, but that is highly unlikely due to all the coordinated happenstances as of recently. The static is a dead giveaway, but that only gives you more questions than immediate answers. Scorp still seems to be up and running though. As much as you don't want to look, maybe this will give you some insights. Arcjack, open Scorp. Of course it's her. Arcjack, enter Taz. Did you have a nice fucking nap, you prize-winning grease sack? Do you ever wonder why I don't just say things to you anymore? Because you just put the most premium example right on top of the broken pedestal that is the final ruin of memory that we ever had anything to do with each other's lives. You think I enjoy saying things to you? What voice did I even do for Arctic? How can I remember every voice except for the one for the precious Babby? Alrighty. Your anger is as redundant as it ever could be and always has been. Good to know we're treading against the same roadkill that has been decaying on the pavement stretch for over 2 sweeps now. Haha, good times. Now, tell me what you're doing and also why you knew I was on the floor. Alright, because you are obviously doing so much for better than with your own immodest operation. I'm consistent at least, while you've only managed to drag yourself appallingly deep into a gaping pit of mental starvation and brassy language. I think my blatant distaste is still beyond justified at this point, and I knew you were lazing on the floor because I took myself all the way out to the middle of nowhere muck puddle to once again break your pathetic ass. I'm about to be inside your hive, waiting to bust through your door and shove your disgusting maw through the fucking floorboards. Decide to message you first to give you a nice heads up. Gee, thanks. I'd really love to get the most from your abrasive joke enthusiasm here. I'm trying really hard to try and do so. Give me a second to relish it and take it in like a whiff shot of tear gas. You know, I'd really love to punch your face, but I guess that would be redundant too, wouldn't it? That was the lowest possible blow you could have made, but I'm not about to get into a public tantrum over it this time. I've already got enough unexpected shit going on without having to throw you into the pot. In fact, what I'm dealing with is very close to what you just described. I'm dealing with an earlier mystery with some person who already popped in unannounced to my hive and are leading me to where we are now. Not my fucking problem. I'm not pulling a facade over your eyes here. There's a serious gap issue, and it's not just because there's a misaligned arrow drilling right into my skull chasm right now and making me lose my knowledge cells as we speak. Well, maybe you should have thought about that before you decide to be a fuck. Oh, so you are the one behind all of this. Glad I coaxed that out of you early. I thought that was pretty obvious by now. It actually wasn't, because you don't say things. You bellow from the bottom of your torso and put your foot into everything you don't understand without wondering if it will suck you in. Or, if you do say something, it's just incomprehensible growling with an extra fuck as the right picture on instead. What is this? This is a nice song. I like it. Hypocrites! Contrary to your assumption, there actually is something serious going on for once in your life. I wouldn't be wasting my time with you this much if there wasn't. And if it was something I could actually avoid... Oh yeah, is someone holding you down and forcing you to look at a game screen too? Do we have an entire train of symbol-shaped headholds going on right now? Because if that's the very specific case we have here, then I totally and completely forgive you. Might as well be, because I sure as shit can't do anything else with this game window taking over my entire computer. That, coupled with all the other obscure doom-slinging instructions I've received tonight, drives a pretty hard and annoying point. Just like the one I hope is digging into you by now. I'm holding you down to make sure you actually stay put and listen to me after I had to prod and watch you sleep for several minutes. I'll admit, that was a good call, because if given the chance, I would be away from this spot without a doubt. But what doom is being smeared around? There's literally nothing wrong with tonight, minus a slight obtrusions by third parties like yourself. This night could be as drab as any other one. I'm astounded that your indignation towards our little talk thus far must have made you personally forget the fact that you're the one making this video game happen. You know you can stop at any point and let the rest of today run its course. I'd rather have one difference during a night where shit normally goes funky than two, especially one including you. I learned my lesson there. Were you really out of it that fucking long? Gampus, you doesn't even begin to describe the problem then. Considering I dragged you over here fresh out of your own ignorant bliss, I'm sure you didn't look at the extensive message Murat sent to everyone. Not going to waste even more of my time trying repeat any of its confusing gibberish, so I'm sure if you value your life, you can handle that much. And if you don't, then get ready because you're about to. Arctic open memo. Oh no. It's a rainbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Who's the... Alright. Existentry Oracle is not important. Who the frick is this? Okay, fair. Enclapped Kahuna has created a group memo. UK has kept the memo title as unnamed group. And then they add all blah blah blah. That's everyone except the one we don't need. KK, cool, now to shut ya all the fuck down. So apparently the one they don't need is, I think, the one that apparently dances? I don't know. This one. They had like a dancing flash, right? That was a grotesque misspell. Yeah, see? Ooh, they had a stream. What page is this? Stop. No, stop. I want to know what page Act 1 ends on. Bup. Well, that takes forever to load. Not gonna be wasting my time with anything but this. I guess they silenced everyone. Some of you got some personal messages from yours truly about this, but now here's your official strategic checklist of what tonight's hell day has in store for us. It's a lot. Basic gist is that I've been working for Sweeps to be researching and helping the man out with these festivities he got in store for us. Now, what are the festivities, you are probably asking yourself with a dumbfounded wetness seeping in your pants. End of act. Alright, Act 1. Ooh. Alright, so I guess I will finish it in part 4. I'm looking forward for that. Put simply, it's a new state-of-the-art V-game project, with the plot being to become big heroes. I know some of y'all are into that, at least 2 or 3 of y'all. It's a full package of war warping and objective basing, just like each and every other of the few good games we got on our constantly green-lighted sales market. But this game right here, this game is different from any other contender you might be having on your list. You ain't gonna recognize the name because they don't even got an official one. This ain't no big release with public eye set on its prize before nerds beat each other half to death on the Starn Gate kind of bullshit you be seeing on the reg. And I've got the approximate know-how alright, just making sure that's fine. Of getting you guys into it after soul searching and putting my life into an occultist mausoleum from from the dawn of my time and all of ours. Which you straight up don't got choice in believing or not there. This game is a changer that tells natural law to go roundabout over itself into oblivion. Plays when it's ready. Plays when it's ready, not when you are. Don't even know when you're all gonna be in on it or how you're gonna begin it, and I'm in talks with the man who made it. Think I'm gonna go down in the dungeon to double check the importance on it before we roll in, but it be soon. The importance of soon is important here because time is of the shit we gotta watch for. Hefty price of not playing along is death. Don't even got to die peacefully. Simply put, a meteor is gonna fall from the sky and squash you. You give, and the world like the one notebooks we've been placed as. It's gonna squash you and your hive, not you give. Alright. Actually, that's gonna be happening anyways, not gonna lie, but you'll make it out of there, don't worry, because I gotcha and all your worries shoved right up into my culinary pack for safekeeping. You is gonna make it out, alright, even if all your shit is gonna be destroyed, and you're gonna be out of existence and move into this world regardless. This leads me to the main point of what I'm here for. To explain what you need to live off of this sad experience we're all gonna be having. So, maybe grab a pencil because I'm about to incite you on the steps of not getting splattered by a metric rock ton of ball plinking your body down. There's a way to escape the meteor entirely before your entire physical and metaphorical living is smashed. It lies within the sacred law of the buddy system. Each of us got a client and a server, and each of us is those roles. Both are needed to support game functions and both are needed to support game functions, and roles will be flip-flopping as we go along. Clients are who's going in, servers are the ones making sure they get in. Yeah, the game isn't really the game until you do a quick time mini event to make sure there's a game you can even play. Living the needless complexity. It's like the Maker Man knows who I am in my guild punchpad. Tit punch and 2 sweep circle bag shadow are making the rounds first whether they want to take it or not. Didn't even plan that myself as a gag or nothing. Fate just turns flay with your crotch meat in a fiendish slow grip, I guess. Rest of us go like this. PO connects to Y, connects to me, connects to GD, connects to DQ, connects to PD, connects to P, connects to SA, connects to FF, connects to ME, connects to GS, connects to Redacted, and connects to AH. So, who the fuck is Redacted? 1, 2, 3, alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh boy. Oh boy. So who is this Redacted? So, are they like just expendable? I don't know. So, going down, you'll see that once you're a server to that person behind you, you then become a client who's next in line to insert yourself into the world of tomorrow. Might want to talk to these guys if you don't already, because they're in charge of your entire purpose. Sure, we can work out those weirdos combos together. I mean, sir, we can work out those weirdo combos somehow. You know how this all works or what they expect pushing forwards, but hey, if it works out, you won't be gone physically at least. It'll cycle back to penciling to what's always said and done, but on an aside, seriously dude, I want to set my sights on Redacted. Not gonna go into detail on it, but that would just cause major problems. So I'm kinda half-busting my code of honor here, but legit, it's gonna be so much better without her in. Maybe some of you know what I mean. She ain't good news, and we don't need no not good news on top of our righteous stack of bad news you're dropping on, so feel free to ignore that last bit. Last thing I can give you that I know this game has some codes I transcribed from my reconstruction work. These are the These are the real ones. Sure, deal. I know that you need to know going in. Oh, these are the real ones? Sure, deal. I know that you need to know going in. All of y'all are gonna have different codes, but there's one specific bunch that will have to be repeated over and over again for each process. Is that it? One more. The numero. What? This is creepy. Let's turn up. Ooh boy. The numeros are 11263, 1194, 1077, 5728, 6012. 612. That's the home control number. Funny number reference. Okay, no. Do these numbers hold significance besides being related to it? Hot, ingenious, barreling down the skyline. Fuck shit. Piss if I can tell that much so early in. But they do come with some nice pictograms, which are also important that I'll link down below. Ooh. Cool. What is this? Sorry, you're just supposed to like yell the numbers at the meteor. Just, hey, meteor, I got some words for you, or numbers specifically. 63456. Meteor just stops in place. Wait, where are these pictures? Why is there a troll bard everywhere? And what is this? What the heck? No. That's all I got for you, to be honest. Just apply what I've told you into practice. Come time and you're good. Please, 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 God, don't make me re-explain and evaluate my words numerous times before we go in. I'm setting like a 5-time stupid question limit for all of y'all, and then I'm shut down by Exposition Kim. This is supposed to be a game after all. It don't work right if you don't learn along the way. So try and have that fun, or die trying. Unclassed Kahuna has withdrawn from a named group. Okay. Okay. The circumstances still aren't adding up for me here. What is it supposed to show me? That you put effort in what is essentially just a shallow gag that everyone is on? Yeah, sure, this is definitely some sort of special video game, but all of the code and information from it could have easily been supplied by you or UK or one of the others. It's all just sounding like you're actively trying to ruin tonight even more than it ruins itself. And frankly, I'm just not into it. You just got a fuck ton of information there. We're past the point of ignoring it by now. If I can't, then you can't either, Gun's blood. I really wish ruining your night was all I was trying to do here, because that would be way more entertaining. And then I could just leave and not have to deal with you anymore. But neither of us can really do that now, can we? I don't know. Can we? There's the arrow driving a deeper and deeper divot into your degenerate dome. Oh, this is arrow driving a deeper and deeper divot into your degenerate dome. Not hold any significance anymore. Want me to push down a little harder until it hopefully cracks? I don't know, do I? Tonight just seems to be a big night for other people making decisions for me, so you tell me. I think you've seen plenty of your own decisions so far, though you seem fairly adamant to complain regardless. This is a pretty fucking big deal. I shouldn't have to tell you anything else to get you to just cooperate. Do I really need to show you? What are you going to have to show me? A paper mache rock hurling towards my window that FF made from colored craft paper? Is Mert going to pop out with his gaggle of cameras and laugh so hard he coughs up blood to his wicked epic prank? I hate to tell you this, but we are dealing with an extremely weak joke of your design. And if it's not yours, then someone else's. The only way this planet is dying is when it inevitably crumbles apart from its own wear and tear. And the only way I'm going to die is when I equally as inevitably decide to off myself with a rope and a final sense of relief that I don't have to live for the little things like this conversation anymore. So, if you really want me to go ahead and see this proof you're shoving onto my lap, then by all means, go ahead. I'll try my hardest to keep myself awake here. I think I'm feeling another nap coming on. Alright then, you coated spinster. Here we fucking go. Cause, make him cooperate. Oh gee. Oh! Shut up, SpongeBob. Is this like music made by him? I want to go ahead and like delete this heck. Dun dun. Arctic investigate scene. Oh! That has like little stuff on it. After a very forced and impacting peek at the scene, you come to realize that this game isn't a joke. I don't know what to say about this. What is there to say about this? That it's a problem, and you are going to listen to me. No, what I think I want to say is that the root this cosmic irony is taking off goddamn deep end. There's a full circle, and then there's having the circle start to encapsulate its own identity through a stagnant but divisive line. And do you know what that new line creates? Another circle.
How did you get our private phone number?
What?
Simple. I dialed M for moron.
What? What the heck? Oh my god, there's full circle, and then there's having the circle start to encapsulate its own identity through a stagnant but divisive line. And do you know what that new line creates? Another circle. They stack on top of one another until they reach the world's end. And what do you know? It seems we've reached the point of equilibrium. Okay, you really need to just shut the fuck up now. Between the garbage I've heard tonight, dealing with you, and even just shit from myself, I've heard enough. I don't think we really have the time anymore for either of us to just squirm about and complain about the existential concepts behind the situation. Says you. Yes, says me. Was the giant meteor heading towards your hive not enough of a motivator? No, that's my problem. It was actually a motivator for me. Oh, no, that's my problem. It was actually a motivator for me. You sound like your... gee. You sound like your usual, whiny, inane self. Boop. Boop. Shut. DK! DK car! Hope I messed it up. But I don't see anything for huh. Oh well. You sound like your usual whiny, inane self. You know, the one who can't manage to pull himself up out of his souring puddle of self-loathing long enough to even consider his own life, much less the lives of others. Please stop yelling at my precious boy. I'm claiming Arctic as my son. I own Arctic now. I don't think you understand where I'm coming from here. Something has been a big enough impact for me to want to do something about it. This is at least a step above nothing, but a rock hurling towards your window will do that to you, I guess. I can tell that this is bigger than me. I don't understand it, and that bothers me, but I can at the very least see when I'm wrong. So, tell me what we should do. How do we play? It sure would have been better if you had just said that from the fucking start instead of rambling on about nothing, but thank the two above for a little compliance finally. Unfortunately, the rules are something we are going to have to sit here and figure out together, because as of right now, dealing with just getting you to this point has taken up all of our time so far. How much time do we have? I don't know. I barely got a real chance to look at all this crap, but if I had to guess, probably not an amount of time either of us would be happy with. You're telling me this game doesn't have a holo booklet or virtual console setup? No guides or spots of reference? Nothing? It might. I just haven't said I haven't looked. I read what you said, but normally these kinds of games open up with the rules and features and gives you a period of time to look over them before sending them fresh. I figured that I just wasn't awake reading mine. They started as a staple back when I was really big into the now outdated SB, VR, and PRPG tournaments. Did you get anything like that? Well, everything considered, I don't think this is our typical game of any kind we have running. Oh, gee. So, no, I didn't. Well, then I guess we only have one option, and that's to randomly scrabble over the buttons and see what it's applied to it. Oh, also, remind me to never even consider playing video games again after this. Well, I'm sorry, but you're probably gonna be stuck in a video game for a while. Fine. Taz, pick a button. Oh boy. I'm going to click the quizzical squiggle button first, because that's how I'm feeling right now. What are the buttons where? Oh, that? Oh, Lord. Alright. You're stolidly squawking to your own band of hollering rubber nose-clad noisemakers here. I'm pretty sure that's how we all feel right about now. I'm clicking the button. Taz and Arcjack, click quizzical squiggle button. Ooh. Introduction. Oh my. Welcome. If you and your party have not yet named your game, it's suggested that you take this action as soon as possible for convenient communication measures. This game is based on allowing you to decide how to play it. Without your unique input, the point of this game would become moot. Seinfeld theme kicks in. Though there are still specific systems in place. This is an introduction to your game, how it works, and what you will need to do in order to survive. If you are a server player, your job is to help your client progress into a separate area known as a medium, and divert them from danger. If you are a client, please be sure to return once you become a server to look over these rules some more properly. You will know once your screen changes from its holding position to a view of your client. Alright. If you are reading this, then you are already connected to the game's UI and have been given the server/client connection. Close that out. And play this heck. By the time this game has been installed, a series of meteors have begun to fall based on the number of players in your game session. This part of the game is a tutorial designed to show you all you need to know about evading these meteors and beginning the game proper. 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 12 things. Alright. Play. I don't have to adjust volume again. Loud. What? Ooh. Oh gee. Dun 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 dun. One of these is. Oh, okay. Here's. I'm confused. I don't see anything called distortion. One. Okay, let's. Something's wrong here. But, weird. Oh well. Client information. The top left area of the screen shows you all of your client's current information. All player icons and associated colors are pulled from each individual's chat client, of course. Presented to you in this section is access to your client's player profile and current in-game level. These give you basic important stats and bits of flexible information regarding your clients. Underneath, you will find 3 small bars which show in order your client's expertise, gold, event timer, blue, and current goal progress, white. Each of these bars can be hovered over to give more exact information. The large green bar at the bottom of this section represents your client's health points. If drained completely, the player has perished. At this stage, keeping an eye on the timer specifically is imperative. If the timer runs out completely during the entry process, the client will die in immediate impact. You must make sure this does not happen, or else your game will not play as intended and could potentially have unforeseen consequences of an intangible nature for your plan and any who do happen to make it into the medium. Server information / player navigation. Oh boy. As a server, your icon and health file works in the exact same manner as your client's. For complete control, the server's player has access to a variety of camera navigation tools, including directional navigation, camera rotation, zoom, and a client locator. The locator, if pressed, will automatically move your camera to center around your clients, ensuring you are always able to find them when necessary. Party. On the left of your screen, there is a lone error. Opening this arrow will cause a section of your screen to be covered by the rest of your party's health and player profiles, with the exception of the current playing client and server already displayed above. You will not be able to access their player profile until they have established connection. Toolbar. At the bottom of the UI, you will find a set of buttons, each with varying functions. They are as follows. Menu. Help/tutorial. You are here. You are loud. Trading Center. Profile. Chat client. Experience bar/level. Crafting. Inventory. Many parts of this interface can only be truly understood through proper use of its functions. The icon you press to open this tutorial will provide you with further help and unlock information as you progress through the game. Your personal profile will present to you the same bits of information as your clients, dealing with yourself instead. You and your fellow players will begin to level up once entering the medium. You will gain levels by completing objectives, tasks, and quests, as well as killing various enemies, receiving currency, powerful acts of heroism, and gaining achievements. All players begin at level 1, and each player's level will represent them differently. Max level can only be obtained through a specific method involving intricate processes that will be revealed to you at a later time. Your crafting and inventory windows will be used periodically. Any items you or your client personally gain or create can be viewed and accessed from your inventory, as well as any currency you may earn. The crafting window will allow you to create new items using various earned materials in order to better your experience and chances of survival. Your first task in this game will involve these 2 windows, as you must use the crafting window to create your means of allowing your client to escape their approaching demise. You may click and arrange the icons on the left side of your toolbar to your liking once you have entered the medium. Depending on how you play, new features may be added to the game in addition to the default options. Your chosen client for your party is Scorp. There's no changing of this option once it is set. Please do not attempt to switch your communication hub, as it may lead you to lose contact with other players. Epilogue. This concludes your explanation of the game's UI and general tutorial on how to allow your client to enter the medium. Please, proceed with haste and caution, cause minimal damage, and make sure you are alive to see your way out. Good luck. We're finally here. Taz and Arctic, close tutorial. Well, ooh-la-dee-da. I feel the soapy excrement muncher in the hive at the rigorous body slapping. A fucking tutorial. How sanctimonious of our new gamer deity to bestow onto us. Maybe I should go back to the mud puddle and do a little groan, because obviously this guy knows better than me on the hot topic of pushing buttons. Shut up, I got a new thing. Did you get a new thing? Yeah, but I was hoping we wouldn't talk about it though. Do you know that when you type any message, you speak out loud as you write it? Well, I just want to let you know I can hear it. The sound of your voice very clearly signifies that you're not being serious and you just want to delay the process of the inevitable with your pandemic screeching because you're afraid of the consequences. I don't deal in feelings. Click it. No, stop arguing. I know what you're going to say in the chat. Stop typing while talking. Click the button. Taz and Arctic, click new application. I don't like it. Now you shut up. I think I know what this new thing is. Oh, where you put the code? Ooh. Oh, you do you? Tell me then. I don't care if you believe me on this, but I'm going to derive some major satisfaction points out of dispensing this because we don't have any leads otherwise, so prepare me for some very high quality non-fiction that even I don't want to believe. Every single time I have turned in for the day since I was mass-producing the Reduplicator, I've been having these off and on recurring dreams. I'm not going to go into the specifics, but every time I end up waking up somewhere other than when I started, usually covered in slime or something similar, and with a note I somehow made on a piece of graph in hydrants. When I wake up, I normally just ball it up and toss it. I didn't think these meant anything further than weird visions that had no standing in the long run. I think about a lot of these things I don't want to. It's nothing new for me, but I guess now I know the reason my custodian revels in watching me while I sleep all the time. There is no way I don't look like a jackass snoring and dawdling around coating my block in sleep mucus. Things making sense that shouldn't make sense. Things that don't make sense also making sense. Is there anything I can rightfully trust logic-wise at this point without getting tricked into falling in a pit of deeper meanings and hidden values? Well, are we all waiting on your wriggling day to get any more turgid with false prophecies, or do you want to show me that you're worth more than a crust in the spaces beneath my sneakers? Get them! Arctic unball papers. Oh boy. Arctic, put papers in a nice orderly stack. You're being really slow. Hurry up. Spend so much time not giving a shit. Why are you trying to be so organized now? It better be worth it. What the fuck are you doing now? Do the papers have to be magically aligned for them to work? Actually, don't answer that. Oh. Arctic. Oh, it looks like we're having some technical difficulties. It isn't the first, and it won't be the last time this happens. Well, hello again. Could you please stop interfering with my signal? My favorite part of this show is on, and I believe we've had enough of your interruptions for one eternity. Some people like their narratives to be fully cohesive. Thank you. Where were we? Oh boy. I'm not doing this to give closure on why I do things the way I do. The only person with that kind of information will, and will always and forever, be me. Besides, didn't I just go over how the papers are, important? Maybe I just want to treat these papers with a little respect since I disregard their intrinsic values on the surface, because I can feel legitimately sorry about things. I better apologize. I'm sorry, paper. Truly, I misjudged your place in this block. It's not the way you rest on the floor in a heap. It's the way you bind yourself to this awful situation I'm in. And I respect you playing the part of peacekeeper in these trying times. Between you and me, I think Taz is being more than a little unfair about this predicament. You don't deserve that. Nobody deserves that, except for me. Shh. It's okay. I don't mind taking the weight of your markings on my back, and in my eyes, you're in good hands now that I can somehow pretend to fully understand you. This is amazing. Wow, alright. Thanks for the fucking wave of even more useless derision. All that was extremely relevant and exactly what we need right now to help us figuring this all this out. I'm sure the papers appreciate your kind actions and consideration. Maybe just asking them nicely what to do next will make you not have to pretend anymore. I'm not sure how willing they are to open up at this point. Maybe it would be best if you asked them nicely, since you can see and hear them, and me having this very real and thorough conversation in very real time. I know, right? Sorry, talking through the papers. Sorry, the audio and visual is kind of only for me to hear and see. I'd just be talking to my own screen, no reception on your end over there. Not very helpful. You can type to the papers and I can translate the snarls. Or, here's a wild idea. How about we actually get back to fucking work? Here's an even more wild idea. Like Wet and Wild, fully deteriorated and human over the molten Arabian core that will really get your coated face hardening. Let me apologize for trying to line up a situation I have no control over and forced into, that I was literally dragged against my will to do, on what is essentially the worst day of my odious health spawning, just to be greeted with someone who I never wanted to hear death rattle on a keyboard to me again. Oh yeah, and I'm about to die if I don't follow your directions or the directions of a slam jockey with more jolted RGB wires than common decency. Can't forget about that. So, please, excuse me for wanting to lighten the mood up with a little of your incessantly rampaging temper tantrums, where you just repeat the same things to me over and over and over and expect me to not understand these blatantly rudimental concepts that I have been bestowed to by your almighty face-ripping beast within us, constantly earth-shattering over me the most mundane sentiments that I didn't ever ask to have. Do you want results, or do you want to just continue wasting your time to say that I'm wasting mine? This is a two-way ground that you and who or whatever fully set this up is designated for us to use. So, if you want something done the you way, start doing it your way. I'll keep doing things my way. And if we absolutely have to, I'll meet you right smack in the axis like you want before whatever happens. But after this is over, don't you fucking dare think I'm just going to let this keep happening between us like before. Now, tell me what you want with all these codes. No, you just said all of that to me, and now we have to discuss what you said. I have things I've been aching to even yearn for, wanting this all off my chest. And if you're saying I'm ripping, I'm not doing half as much as I could be, you disease-ridden fuzzball. Not even a minute amount of slash damage has been dealt in my turn of phrase. I'm going to go off. And go off on what? Against everything you just went off about before I did? That doesn't sound like a very good game plan, especially in a game like this. I already laid everything out in the open for us. Let's dive in the box again. With the things I laid out, I include the papers. So, let's get back to business and not let pesky things like emotions throw us off the top of the maneuvering ball we're acting a fool on. You have the next step, probably. What is it? I have the next step. You're the one who's making all of these Kilter connections in the first place, and you have the papers. Not me. What kind of connections can you be making with them outside of fuel for your tragic backstory? I'm seeing a lot of connections with stuff I've seen from the past, just in general. Almost as if it were designated and invoked some kind of emotion from me for being alive here and seeing it. But I'm not going to start weeping for this masterpiece before it earns it. Well, if you want to prove your theory on the etchalizer, there's a sand ticker type icon there for me. Can you do anything with that? Arcjek, open etchalizer. No, it's probably blocking me out on the virtue that isn't my turn to use it. Just like it said in the opening text block. Also, etchalizer is an awful name for a device. Sounds like you just stitched two words together. It sounds like you just stitched two words together in the attempt of making a super word for a super puzzle, but it falls flat because who would want to say that out loud? Me! I don't think I could say it properly in the first place. See? Bad game design. Taz, press sand ticker. Ooh, those are the exact codes. 6012. I can at least click on my bad game design. It just gave me a bunch of loops and points with numbers that look exactly like the stuff printed on your night-by-night psychological analysis. I'm not sure if they're even the same codes, but they are codes. I'm not an expert because even in my dreams I haven't seen this exact formation, but with how the pieces of this absurd puzzle are beginning to align, I would see a reason why I would have these and why Merritt would mention them without having reason to. Either way, he gave numbers and said there were codes that need to be known going in. Whether it's mine or not shouldn't matter now. What we need to know is how to input them and in what order. Well, there's no number input here. What else is there? Try working with the diagram and see what magic happens. Took the words right out of my mouth. Glad I don't have to say them. It's the only place I could see it going to. Not that we spent this time looking hard. Taz, try to replicate a symbol on the diagram. It's lit up. I'm actually impressed that this is just working out. Fucking how? Good for us. You specifically, because I'm just sitting here now. Sit there a while longer while I put these on. You make it sound like I'm complaining about it. Taz, click green button. Huh? What? Oh, fuck, there it goes. Well, that's one down, I guess. Glad it actually worked out. The etchalizer took the code and counted it off to the side in one of those little circular slots. Looks like I might be able to do something else with it, but for now I should probably just finish putting the rest of them in. Okay. Aw, the little rock. Okay, so I know that I just said that I'd love to continue saying plastic to the bumps to my ass cocoon, but just to let you know, I did gather all this information and told you some deep dark secrets in this good hope that might be useful here. Well, you're sitting there with the same kind of symbols in front of you too, right? Maybe. I still haven't seen yours, but the numbers given in the memo and the numbers I have don't correlate. So I'm guessing these are those personal codes that were briefly mentioned, which is kind of worrying given my really specific circumstances of acquiring them in the first place. I highly doubt the entire gang has been strung up by their dreams in the same way I have. Or at least most of them haven't. I'll cross my fingers to every level of broken folded twists I can manage on the ideal situation that we haven't. But I digress. Am I supposed to get my paper codes to you too? The etchalizer function seems kinda useless to me right now. Do you need me to raise my hands up to it with a hidden camera and read it out loud? Probably not. That'd be really stupid of you. There's still no number input for anything yet. Maybe at least try to put one of them in the thing and tell me what you get. Arcjek, input symbol. Oh boy. Wait. Client EO. Client EO? What? Isn't that the redacted person? Oh god. Inputting it in the diagram and hitting the green button, because our last function is so bunk, turns the symbol green. Flashed off for a second to tell me, good job, and then I retreated to the corner, just like you said yours did. I guess now the rest of the chore lies in actually setting up the rest of the codes. Okay, perfect, for now at least. I already told you I was working on putting the rest of the ones I have in, so you can do the same. We'll figure out what else to do once that's done. I'll be sure to defer your holy permission from now on. I'm way ahead of you. Clutched, huh? By the way, have you been thinking any more about what this is doing? Depends on what you mean. I don't think I know what I mean here. I mean, I think I want to know what I mean too. I already mentioned it, but this all feels so unnatural. Like, we've gotten so many answers, but none of them add up or make sense unless you got some sort of insider information. Even the smallest glints of knowledge I have are only furthering the conundrums. Archek, I don't think. I do. Continuing on the path of pointlessness isn't going to make this situation any better. Stop insisting to rationalize the irrational. The only way to move forward is to stop talking to me and to yourself and get done with it. I've already told you this. What? I've already finished all my inputs, despite your claims of being ahead of me. That diatribe we just shared set you back a couple minutes when we don't have any to spare. I said I was handling it, and it's being handled. You know, you're really making me feel like the hack elf waddling off towards the precipice of imminent doom. Hang on, there's more to look at over here on my end. Oh boy. What is this turning into, like, Minesweeper or something? Yeah, there's new shit in the inventory. Wait, don't touch it yet, I've almost got it finished. Don't you have less slots than I do? What's taking you so long? What's your problem this time? It's nothing, okay? Just don't worry about it. It hasn't stopped you before. Here, it's done. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that just loaded me up with 5 more pieces. One of them is red? Yeah, great. Taz, deploy the red box. No, you're not. You're not even going to attempt to deploy the box. The entire thing is colored in red, which is a signal that clicking it will do approximately nothing for you. Taz, click on the first item. Insufficient space to place object in current location. Looks like you're going to need some more space to use this item. Setting up outside might be the best option. So, what does this shit do? Anything that will finalize the process? Anything that will finalize the process. For once, possibly, it says we have an insufficient amount of space in here for those items, and one of them can't be used at all until supposedly we get all the rest of this set up. So this might be the final bit. I tried to check out my inventory, and I have nothing, so I clicked on my symbol input instead, just to see if I have anything else. Lo and behold, I was granted the numeric input. I don't remember the cryptic language these numbers are supposed to represent, so I'm being forced to print out that garish map that Merritt made us. Normally, I would just tab it open and wait for it to slowly load, but this game is too good to let me do anything besides gaze at its entire flashy eye-strained splendor. I'll try to see what results this yields real quick before we move on. But not now. He'll do that next time. Oh boy. I'm gonna actually start with this next time. Oh. Alright, so it does have everything. It just kind of has 2 ones. Alright. But, I guess that's about it. That was pretty heckin' fun. It's fun to read this. Heck. Woo. Boop. Dog. And, I guess I'll kind of close out this. And this. Pet, pet. Anyway, I'm still bad at doing outros, but 2 hours long. Oh boy. This will be fun to try and get uploaded. I probably won't be able to get it uploaded tonight. I'll have to do that tomorrow. But thank you for watching. I'm gonna get a save and then go to bed. Remember, pat the dog. Please.